Hi Virgos! Welcome back to your November 2021 reading. I am Ashley Rose and I am so excited to be here with you guys today. This reading applies to all Virgos, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And anytime you feel drawn to this reading throughout the month, next year, whenever you see it and you feel pulled to it, it is here for you. They're always timeless. So give me a second while I set up. We will be starting with 7 cards for what our month has in store. There will be an oracle card, 3 cards on your love life, and an affirmation in the end. So just give me a moment while I get things together. While we're in Scorpio season, this is a very transformative time, to look at, we're not looking at all these things that are being brought to the surface, all these past insecurities, this doubt, within ourselves, but then also for you, particularly this month, we're going to be looking at our relationships and the things that we let live and how we see them and how we value them. We're going to be releasing that because as we hit the end of the month, we go into Sagittarius season, and all of the things that we learned, we're going to take them and apply them into really, like, Sagittarius is a fire sign, and they're about risk and adventure and, really being courageous with their life. So to take a risk in your relationships, to be courageous, to transform them, to allow them to kind of ascend and awaken and move forward. We have this really care, this lighthearted spirit this month as we go through, and it's really kind of cool to be in that place, to be willing and open. It's going to spark a lot of excitement. Wow. Yeah, there's some exciting things happening. The cards are like, "Mom, I'm excited." Ooh, okay. It's going to feel, it's kind of chaotic as that just was, because there's not just one area of our life where we are examining and it is, being transformed, but it is actually, almost all areas. And there are some things that, we need to kind of let fall, these structures that just no longer serve us anymore. So we can hit the ground running with all of that energy. And as we enter Sagittarius season, right? These things that include doubt within our work, doubt within our relationships, doubt for ourselves, for our purpose and what we have going on. We're really learning what it is to leave those things behind. Gotta breathe. A lot of different things going on this month. right. We've got some work to do this month. And ultimately, you know, when some of these cards look a little freaky, but there's so much great opportunity to be had because we're starting off the month, you know, looking at our relationships. We have relationships around us that are here to help us, that are here to support us, that are here to help bring, you know, guidance and love. We are talking about two, so this, or the number 2 is relationship as well. And this could be a relationship with ourselves, looking at that, taking a look at what it means to us and what we mean to ourselves. Are we putting ourselves first? Are we putting our relationships first? What are the, you know, views we used to have on relationships that maybe it's time to change or transform? Maybe they're outdated and they're come from a place of fear of, you know, past trauma or, you know, situations and circumstances that we've been through, but we're no longer living that life because we have this relationship in our life that, you know, what we're doing and we're going forward, it's to this place of comfort and ease. When we have the 6 of Swords up here, we have this woman who got in this boat with her child and is kind of taking off, like trying to hide. She kind of got in the boat and was like, go, go, go. She put all of her swords in there. She had no time to figure out her next plan, to figure out what she was going to do. She had to kind of in survival get out of this bad situation. But she is going to smoother, clearer waters. But when she gets there, she's still going to have to deal with all these things. So this relationship in our life helps us sift and sort through all those things that we're not taking them with us. We're healing together. We're going to this safer place in a way that isn't in survival, or that's not an ego, that doesn't feel safe, that doesn't feel protected, but that feels comfortable. And that is exciting, that we see the opportunity within this relationship and we, you know, break free of the old fears and the old illusions that we saw in the past, things brought up. So this could be, you know, romantically in our relationships, but also within our partnerships, with our friendships, business relationships, within our family. We're finally letting go of these things that we used to hold on to. This path that, you know, was once dark and scary is being illuminated this month with Scorpio. We're digging down to those, you know, those fears, those vulnerabilities, and we're bringing them to the surface because it's time for us to work through them. We're ready. We're in a place where we can honor them and see them for who they are, where they're not going to, you know, completely break us down, because we have the Fool here. And we're optimistic. We see the future and we're excited for it. We see this relationship or the relationships we have with many in our lives, and they're exciting. They bring us a lot of joy. They bring us a lot of satisfaction. We know that we don't need a whole lot this month to get us through, but what we already have. We don't need to go, you know, out and buy things at the store. You know, if we're building a channel or building a YouTube or a blog, we don't need to go out and buy fancy cameras or fancy speakers, fancy lights. You just start with what you have, because that's all that you need to show you the happiness and the satisfaction and the joy that you can build in your life. You're out on the leading edge of life right now. You are breaking through these fears, and you have like friends. Again, here, they got this little dog down here as being a little friend, a guiding, you know, source that's with you as you're on this journey, because you're focused on what you love and what brings you joy, right? We have the Page of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles, and that's, you know, holding your purpose in your hand and allowing yourself to dive deep into it and learn about it, right? Because we're this Fool, we're getting, you know, lit up by our relationships. We're feeling the love, we're feeling balanced, we're bringing in the opportunity, we're seeing it, we're allowing, you know, our fears to kind of to be lit up, but to see where they can help us and to move them aside and connect again what it is our purpose is, and to learn about it in a deeper way. That, again, look at all this yellow, 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 that brings satisfaction, that brings joy, that brings abundance and wealth, that we can come home after a long day's work and you'll be grateful for you know, the energy and the work that you put into yourself and that you put into your life. She's standing in between these two trees, and that's a doorway. 9 is the number for spirituality and completion, and it's time for us to complete this cycle, because we have some tower moments waiting for us. We have the tower and we have crumbling. What are we clinging on to? What we need to let go of is the things that we're clinging on to. So what is that? Is that a trauma you went through in your childhood? Is that an ex that hurt you? Is that a work environment that was toxic? Is that the beliefs that you have in yourself in your mind about yourself, your money, what it means to be successful? It's time to crack that open and to let those things fall, because you have all this good stuff happening around you, but it's like we can't see it and we can't allow it in if we don't let these things that we're clinging onto to go away, to fall. We have the Two of Wands, Temperance, the Queen of Pentacles. Oh my God, the Six of, I can't take all these, but I want to. The Six of Cups and the Ace of Wands. So you're getting all this balance, you're getting all this energy, you're getting all this understanding of what your power is and what to do with it. But the only way you're going to see it, the only way you're going to honor it, is you got to be honest with yourself, and you got to let that bullshit go. You got to stop clinging on to things that are just no longer working for you. And that's it. And it's like this shock to the head this month, this aha moment where our crown chakra is like blasted open, and we can allow these structures to fall, but they don't have to be scary. It doesn't have to be a terrible moment where it feels like our life is falling down around us. If we're ready for it and we're actively being aware of what it is that, we're bringing to the table, and we're honest with ourselves about the areas that need to change and we need to let go of, then we can make this change without it feeling like the world or the sky is falling. There's all this black in the back of the card, so you're protected. Though you're going through this for a reason, it's happening for you, it's not happening to you, and it's so important to stay in that mindset as you go throughout the month. Both of these cards are, and I love how this one just is like super, it like cracks open this hard structure that we have in our mind to open us up to the beauty that is right behind that, for us to see it, because it's blocking us from all of these good things that we have going on in our life, our success, our future, our ability to just start a new beginning, stepping away from our fears and our illusions and allowing love into our life, a relationship that's around for us, that's, came into our life for a reason. And then for our love, we have worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. And keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. And what I get for this right now is that even on just like a love level for yourself, it's worth waiting for. It's worth putting in this time. It's worth, taking a moment to examine your insecurities, to look at what you're still holding on to, and walk away from things that no longer serve you, right? We have this reconciliation, someone returning from your life, and it's like to show us that what we have, what we're building, what we're working towards is worth it, because we understand that we're gonna keep an open mind. We're gonna keep an open mind for the love that we have now, what we're working towards is going to be different from maybe the goal that we had before. Maybe we always wanted to get married, and now we're in a point in our life where that just doesn't really serve us. But there's this grief of like, that's okay, I don't want it, but there's something inside you that maybe misses it, or maybe like is sad that you have a different goal in life. But it's important for us to keep an open mind throughout this process. Keep an open mind of, maybe you never wanted to get married, and maybe, you're learning that view you have about it has more to do with traumas that you've experienced or a marriage that's gone wrong than it does about like actually allowing love to be in your life and to be free. This person that shows up is here to present you with that understanding of the love that you've experienced before is not the love that you have in your life now, and you are creating a life way more aligned with love that's here for you. We have worth waiting for with the Knight of Swords in reverse. So yeah, you're waiting for it. You're not going after it. You're not imposing your own ideas, your own thoughts. You're not communicating haphazardly. You are waiting for it. You're allowing it to come to you naturally and to just grow in the way that it will. And that's seriously where you literally get all of the goodies from. You have reconciliation, and that's the Magician, because in this reconciliation you learn a lot. It's like closure, and you're able to see the wrongs from the past, and you can write a new one, and you create this this love in your life that's, again, aligned with you and your manifestations and what is true to you and what makes you feel like you, right? You're creating that. You're looking at this as an example or a lesson of the past, and you're like, okay, now I'm going to bring, I'm going to bring this in. And we have keep an open mind with the 9 of Swords. So yeah, keep an open mind from the things that used to, the same doubts and the same sad things and the insecurities that used to keep you up at night is not this relationship that we're waiting for. It's not this person that we're allowing our love to grow with. It's not, that old one that's popping up to reconcile. We're keeping an open mind and we're allowing ourselves to grow and let our understanding of love to grow and evolve. 9 again is the number for spirituality and completion. So allow that cycle to complete and allow it to end, because it's keeping you again stuck. This thing you're clinging onto, it's also in your love life. Let it go. And we're going to end it with our affirmation, and that's: when I connect to the spiritual realm, I open the door to receive divine guidance, clear direction, and great wisdom. When we open the door to the spiritual realm. So stay grounded this month. Allow yourself to be open and connect to your guidance, to your direction, and the wisdom that is ready for you. Okay, so don't be afraid at what is brought up. Be open and allow yourself to crack open more. Allow yourself to be more vulnerable. Allow yourself to be seen. I know it's hard for Virgos. They like to stay, hidden away and, safe from, getting their feelings hurt. But there's so much to be felt this month that is here to help you. So be courageous and go after it and allow your heart to open, okay? I love you guys. I will see you in the dailies.